Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Full Sail University Portfolio and Design pitch for Special Ops Tango. What the player does in Special Ops Tango: the player tries to complete each mission with minimal casualties by planning out the mission before it starts, then taking control over the characters and then moving them to whatever desired position that they wish to have them in. For the rules, the player does not have unlimited ammo and cannot heal the characters while in mission mode. You'll be able to heal your characters at the end of the mission or before a new mission starts. The player will be told enemy locations if the said enemies are outdoors. If the enemies are indoors, the only way to spot them is actually going up to a window and looking inside of the physical structure. If the player's characters are seen or heard by enemy forces, the difficulty will increase over time and the NPCs will move much faster and be more active. The goal is very simple: eliminate the threat and secure the objective. The antagonizing forces would be the NPCs are the main threat for the player, but there may be obstructions blocking the player's path. Another force would be stopped by doors and barricades, and there will be a time limit for each mission to be completed. Now, just because the player has eliminated all threats does not necessarily mean the mission has been accomplished. Say that there was a bomb planted in a room that needs to be disarmed. Now, just destroying all the NPCs is not going to disarm the bomb. You would still have to go find the bomb and disarm it. The decisions the player can make. Now, there are mainly three types of decisions a player can make. They can go in guns blazing, or go in quietly for a smoother going mission. Also, the player can choose to blow through walls, climb walls, go through windows, and breach doors. For the theme of this game, obviously, it's a military strategy game. You plan it out before you head out on the mission, and the perspective is going to be a 2D top-down perspective with some 3D elements. The games that I can compare for this one, for Special Ops Tango, would have to be Rainbow Six Siege, which the destruction of walls, windows, doors, choosing to go quietly or guns blazing. But we all know that in Rainbow Six Siege, if you go in guns blazing, obviously you're not going to complete your mission all too well. Another game I would compare it to is Metal Gear for the Game Boy Color. And the third game I would compare this to would be Brothers in Arms. So, what is play like? Playing this game with the top-down perspective, the game is really tense, and not knowing where the enemies will turn up until they're actually physically on the screen will make it really hard to know where these all of in fact enemies are. Now, thinking under pressure. Now, if you breach a door, you're going to see NPCs coming out from unknown areas. So if you don't think under pressure pretty good, your timing needs to be correct. Your team might be eliminated. That's why planning accordingly is essential in this game. In mission mode, those already marked NPCs will be patrolling, so they're not stationary. There's a magnitude of possibilities. Either the player can eliminate all the threats with no casualties, go in without even being heard or seen, go in guns blazing. It's, destroying walls, barricades, windows, going through the roof, going through the floor. There are many possibilities that this game can be played. The risks for making this game would have to be the enemy seeing the actual player and the enemy's mechanics. That's going to be a little bit complicated. Low knowledge of the Unity engine may pose a possible risk. And if the game is too slow and not fast-paced enough for the player, it might be a little bit boring. And one of the major risks, because all the mechanics flow pretty good, will the mechanics have to be dumbed down slightly? I hope not. And another big risk is the balance of the game. Will the NPCs be moving quicker than the actual player movement? Will the ammo be evenly dispersed between enemy and player? Will the enemy have more health than the player? Well, this has been my pitch for Special Ops Tango. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. Criticism, bad criticism, it's all the same. Have a nice day.